I'm adding this into my business now. Really excited. Big things happening. Big.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about today? Let's start with what we talked about last time.
Okay, yes. So last time we talked a little bit about Grok, right? And we talked about Claude projects and ChatGPT projects and ChatGPT custom GPTs, and we just kind of went through the differences of those. And you were telling us about how excited you were about Grok and how you will never use ChatGPT again.
I have to say, I'm going to be honest with you, I back to use a little bit with ChatGPT.
What?
Because nothing is perfect, and it said, nothing is perfect. I'm looking for the perfect platform, but maybe in the future, I don't know.
You know, actually, I'm so glad you said that. I am going to say something here that I think is really important for everybody to understand about AI. A lot of people want AI to be a magic pill. And the fact of the matter is, it actually takes time to have AI work with you the way you want it to. It's not a miracle. And, a lot of people think they have this mistaken understanding, or they think they have the understanding that AI, it thinks. It doesn't think, actually. What it does is it predicts. It goes through all of this data, right, super, super fast, and then it will predict what it thinks the right answer is, or the answer that you want is. So another thing that people don't realize, and I think this really will maybe help you have a little more comfort with the amount of effort that you need to put into your interactions with AI, is that really what AI is it's a communication tool. And the better you learn to communicate, the better your experience and output with AI will be.
By the way, I looked for last week information. I passed car accident like 20 years ago, and I look for information about it, and I write in ChatGPT, find me information about this car accident. It doesn't found anything, so I asked him, ChatGPT, please search deeply, and he find it. So everything is about what you're writing.
Yes. So did you use the deep research function, or you just said to go deeper in its research? I
just write, go deeper about, find me article about accidents in Israel in the same time, and he actually found it.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Good. Because there is also that deep research function, which might be helpful in the future too.
You need to take my phone and adjust it, because I don't know how to deal with that. It's too much on me.
Okay, we'll help you out.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
So today, actually, we're going to get back into the updating the ChatGPT memory, but we're going to talk a little bit more deeply about it. In the past, I kind of gave a high-level understanding to people, letting our listeners know that it's really helpful and important to go into the ChatGPT memory and clean it out. But I want to share a little bit more.
One second. Yes. I'm sorry that I interrupt. You're talking about memory. You're talking about the history, or the history what we're writing?
Okay. I need to remind you what we talked about.
Yeah, I have a short memory, yeah.
Okay. No, specifically, actually, what I'm talking about is when you're on ChatGPT and you go into like the custom settings, we had talked about going on the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little circle with an initial, and you can go there and click and see all the back settings. And in there, you can look through the memory and give instructions, but it's the memory today that we're going to talk about. So interestingly enough, as you go ahead and you use ChatGPT more and more, the ChatGPT will pull things that it thinks are important and will put it in your memory. And you also can specifically tell it, I want this in my memory. But it just sometimes will pull things that you talk about a lot or that seem to be important to it. And it will be very, very helpful for everybody. I've said it before, to go and update the memory. Excuse me. But now we're going to go a little bit deeper into this and really help our listeners get even better results.
Okay, so let's start doing it.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so first of all, I want everybody to understand that it matters because ChatGPT, it remembers these key facts and preferences and context about you and your business and the conversations that you have. And when the memory is up to date, you really get more accurate, more relevant, and more personalized answers. So that, of course, can be very helpful. it's very interesting that you will see if you go and look. When I went, there were things in there, not only, I wasn't surprised that there were things that were outdated because I hadn't cleaned it out, right, before I did this the first time. But I was surprised about some things that it pulled into the memory that were just not important at all. And I was really surprised. So, you can't trust the judgment of AI. So that's really important. Another thing is that you will reduce the amount of, repetitive context setting you're going to need to do in every chat when you give this, memory and you give it the information, and you can...
Yeah, I actually show you now what I'm doing and all the history that everything, it's a lot, it's tons.
Yes, but those are your threads, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
But now if you go to that little, you're on the mobile app, but if you go to the little settings thing, it's not on that page.
Yeah, I need to look for it. Okay,
on the...
Never
okay,
mind.
Yeah, don't distract me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But if you go into the settings, you're going to see, the actual the memory. And anyway, what I was going to say is also you can kind of create this like catch-all AI brain that can handle some personal, operational, and strategic questions that you would like with really minimal prompting. So what you want to do is you kind of like think about it like you're cleaning out and organizing your digital closet. And when you remove that kind of clutter and you update the details and give AI the right information, it's going to be faster and give you better results. So I did share in the past, I think it's important to save this kind of information outside of your threads. And I now have a folder where I update, I'll have like at least every quarter I go and I save the old memory and then I put something new in. So it's good to have that also for reference.
I need to know how to do it. It's unbelievable. I need to save it. It's amazing. It's a good information.
Yes, I'll give you, a personal tutorial. But in the meantime, I'll tell everybody. So I'll remind you, you go in, you open ChatGPT, you go to the settings, personalization, and manage your memories. It's in the bottom left-hand corner. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to copy it all, put it on a document outside. You can actually, just do like a copy paste, right? Select all. And now a really cool thing is to actually take that memory and put it into a new thread. And you want to ask ChatGPT to separate what's in that, because it's like kind of it's not in any order when you copy and paste it. So ask ChatGPT in this new thread to separate the memory into clear, high-level categories or themes for you. It's going to make it much easier to update and make it more effective instead of, kind of like reading everything through. Then you want to, again, save that someplace else. Label it. I label mine. I have it by the date, memory, like that. Then in that same project, you want to it to ask you and to add recent projects, things you're working on, personal and professional updates you're going to give it. You can even give it your 1, 3, 5-year goals. You can talk about current challenges or focus areas, update your values, tell it what's going on with your family, whatever it would be important to you. And you do this in a thread because ChatGPT is going to help you organize it in a way that ChatGPT will understand it really well. And then you actually can read through, what it gives you, and you can ask it, now put this in a format that will be best for you in the ChatGPT memory. And then you are going to go ahead and put it in the memory. Another really cool thing. Are you following me?
No, I'm following you. Just somebody, okay. One of our listeners sent you this message. Maybe it will help.
Okay.
Ezra.
Okay. Let's pause for a second and see. The current issue with AI is that it's gathering information from AI clutter, creates images off of poorly executed AI-generated images, and answers questions from falsely gathered and unreliable sources that have also been created by AI. Yes, we've actually talked about this before. Thank you so much, Ezra. So we're going to pause the memory discussion, and we only have a few more minutes. So we're going to pause the memory discussion just to address this question because I so appreciate it. It's absolutely true. So a few things that you need to know, and I know we've talked about it before, but maybe some of the listeners are new or maybe you don't remember. The way the ChatGPT and all of these AI platforms have learned is they went to the internet and it's called scraping. They took all of the information from the internet. So you know what that means? That means information from Wikipedia and from all these places that people are just putting things, right? So that in addition to like true information. So when ChatGPT and other AI platforms respond, their sources, a lot of them are incorrect. So that is why, a big part of the reason why you are getting bad information.
Yeah, it's happened to me a lot.
A lot.
I see a lot of bad information. I need to ask again. And after this, it's ChatGPT, oh, okay, you're right.
Yes.
He's not going to say my mistake. It's going to, you're right.
Yes, and not only because it's pulling from a lot of information that may be incorrect, but also because, and I've talked about this before too, ChatGPT and the AI platforms generally, they want to please you. Why do they want to do that? They want to keep you on the platform. Like every other, every other internet-based thing, attention is the currency. So how do they keep you on the platform? By telling you what you want to hear, right? And keeping you there. So if you don't instruct AI specifically to say, only give me verifiable, information from verifiable sources. Don't blow smoke up my butt. Don't, tell me, don't make things up. Ask me clarifying questions. If you don't specifically say those things, it's going to make things up or it's going to pull information that's just not correct.
I remember in the past there was a show, and the lady asked, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful woman in the world? Do you remember? This is the
Yes.
ChatGPT of then.
There you go. So yes, Ezra, thank you. That's how you want, that's the reason, and that's how you want to avoid the problem. You want to go and always tell it, and in the instructions, in your memory, you can tell it, I only want you to give me information from verifiable sources. I want you to tell me the sources. Ask me clarifying questions when you don't know the information, and don't make things up. And you will get much better and much more accurate information.
By the way, the people that listen to us, Gila, she's an AI specialty, amazing, and she does an amazing job, and she have a company. The name of the company is Global AI. She's advice to businesses. If you want to invite Gila to advise your business, you can call her anytime and call the radio station, and she's doing an amazing job. I'm sorry that I interrupt.
No, thank you. I mean, I appreciate the plug. Absolutely. And maybe the listeners know or don't know, but my passion also is really working with Jewish people, with Israel supporting people. This is what I want to do the most. I really want to help our people use these platforms, innovate, and make and do amazing things with their life. And AI is a great tool to do that. So please, you are my favorite people. Definitely call. Okay, I know we're getting long, so I'm going to bring this to a close. Again, Ezra, I so appreciate the question, and I encourage all of our listeners, if you have questions, let us know. Put them on the Facebook page. Let us know. We would love to hear it. Okay, thank you. So to close out the ChatGPT memory, the last thing that I wanted to share is it's also really neat if you, in that thread that I was just talking to you about, is you ask ChatGPT to interview you. If you like a particular interviewer or there's something specific you want it to focus on, ask it to interview you and give it the answers, and then ask it to turn that into a nice, pretty package that's perfect for the memory. Then you literally can say, please add all of this to memory. You don't even have to copy and paste it. You put it and you're done. Okay, so I know we really need to come to a close. I hope everybody got valuable information today. And again, Ezra, kudos to you. I so appreciate the engagement and participation. We really want to give the people what they want. So let us know what you need.
Let's do it next time. Let's open the phone line and ask from a listener to call if they have question. We need to do it next time. That will be amazing. Or WhatsApp or text message.
Fantastic.
That's it. We're done, Gila.
We're done, except for me to say thank you so much. Find me on the Facebook page. And looking forward to next week.
By the way, what is your email address and your website that people can see what you're doing?
Fantastic. Okay, my website is globalai.com. That's spelled with a W, Glow, BALAI, because it stands for Generating Light on the World. And my email is gila@globalai.com.
Gila Liadato, thank you very much. Have a nice day and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. תודה.
חברת אינטלסנט, המובילה בתחום מפיצי הריח בפלורידה ובכל ארצות הברית. רוצים שהבית או העסק שלכם יריחו בדיוק כמו מלון יוקרה? עם אינטלסנט זה אפשרי. החברה מציעה את מפיצי הריח החכמים בעולם, במגוון ניחוחות מרהיבים בהשראת בתי המלון היוקרתיים